In the heart of Catalonia, under the glowing lights of Camp Nou, the legend of Lionel Messi still lingers. For over a decade, Messi wasn't just a player, he was Barcelona. His goals, his magic, his presence, they carried the club through triumphs and heartbreaks. When he left, Barcelona lost more than a star, they lost their soul. Fans feared they would never see someone like him again. The stands echoed with doubt until a new name began to rise. Lamine Yamal. At 16, he was already stepping into Messi's arena. At 17, he was rewriting international records. And now at 18, whispers already place him among football's future Ballon d'Or winners. This boy, once literally bathed by Messi as a child, now carries the hopes of millions. Lamine Yamal Nasraoui Abana was born on July 13, 2007, in Esplugues de Llobregat, just outside Barcelona. His father came from Morocco, his mother from Equatorial Guinea. Together they raised their son in Rocafonda, a working-class neighborhood in Mataró. Rockafonda is no fairy tale. It's a place of struggles, of resilience, of families fighting to build a life. But for Yamal, it became the perfect first classroom. His first football school wasn't a pristine pitch. It was concrete streets. Neighbors remember a tiny boy with a ball glued to his left foot, dodging bigger kids, laughing as he weaved through them, as if they were training cones. His talent wasn't just visible, it was undeniable. From the beginning, they all knew this boy was different, and fate, it seems, agreed. In 2007, when Messi was already a superstar, he visited La Masia, Barcelona's academy. He laughed, played, even carried the little kids in his arms. Among those children was baby-faced Yamal, the greatest of all time, unknowingly holding the boy many now call his heir. From being bathed by Messi in a pool to being hailed as his successor on the pitch. Almost mythical, almost destiny. When Yamal entered La Masia, Barcelona's legendary academy, it didn't take long for coaches to realize what they had. La Masia has produced titans, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, and Messi himself. Yet, even among those sacred halls, Yamal stood apart. At 12, he was already battling older opponents. At 14, dominating higher categories. His dribbling, electric. His vision, extraordinary. His left foot, magical. By 15, Barcelona could no longer hide him. His performances were too outrageous. The decision was bold. Promote him early, let him train with the senior team. A boy among men. But Yamal didn't just survive, he impressed. Then came April 29th, 2023. Barcelona versus Real Betis. With 10 minutes left, Xavi looked to the bench and called for him. At 15, Yamal stepped onto the Camp Nou pitch. The youngest debutant in Barcelona's La Liga history. Smooth, calm, fearless. Xavi's words after the match were simple. He is special. He has something different. That night, a star was born. From Spain's youngest to Europe's champion. Months later, Yamal would break barriers again. September 8th, 2023, Spain versus Georgia. At just 16 years and 57 days old, he became Spain's youngest ever player and youngest ever goal scorer. But it was Euro 2024 that etched his name into history. Spain versus France, the semifinal, tension at its peak. At just 16, Yamal stepped up and unleashed a rocket from distance into the top corner, the youngest scorer in European Championship history. That goal carried Spain to the final. Soon, Spain lifted the trophy. Yamal, still just 16, lifted his first major international honor. In one summer, the world realized this wasn't hype, this was history. By 17, he wasn't just breaking records, he was collecting them. Golden Boy 2024, Copa Trophy 2024, top 10 in the Ballon d'Or at 17. Over 120 appearances for Barcelona, youngest scorer in La Liga, El Clasico, and the Champions League knockouts, and UEFA Young Player of the Tournament at Euro 2024. This wasn't a teenager's resume. This was the portfolio of a generational star. But with greatness comes weight. The world whispers, the next Messi. Barcelona fans call him their savior. Millions watch his every move. History is littered with wonder kids who fell too soon. Freddie Adu, Bojan Krkic. Talents who carried too much too young. Critics warn of arrogance, of fame, of distractions. And at 18, those dangers are real. But Yamal has shown something rare. A focus, a hunger, a fearlessness. Each time doubt surrounds him, he answers on the pitch. And what makes him special? His dribbling, electric, unpredictable, terrifying for defenders. His left foot, a weapon of precision and destruction. His vision, far beyond his age. And his mentality, calm, mature, brave. He plays like a veteran, even as a teenager. Now Barcelona have secured him until 2031. Spain have embraced him as their jewel, the symbol of a new golden generation. For the football world, the question is no longer if he will succeed, but how great will he become? Will he win the Ballon d'Or, lead Barcelona back to Champions League glory, define Spain's new era? One thing is certain, his journey has only just begun. From Rocafonda's streets to Camp Nou's lights, from being bathed by Messi to being hailed as his heir, from La Masia's prodigy to Spain's European champion. At 18, he already carries the weight of greatness, and yet his story has only just begun. The world is watching, and destiny is waiting.